Right now on Hoosier News Source, an IU student arrested after strangling a Muslim woman and assaulting a police officer.
And U.S. Secretary of State addresses IU on the Iran nuclear deal and foreign policy. Hoosier News Source starts now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Hoosier News Source. I'm Meredith Seaman.
And I'm Neil Hedlund. Bloomington crime continues to get national attention, and this time with alleged racial crimes. An IU student attacked and strangled a Muslim woman with her own scarf on Saturday evening. Bloomington police arrested 19-year-old Tristan Bickford on 7 counts of crime, including strangulation, battery, and illegal consumption at Sofra Cafe on South Walnut Street. Bickford also bit a police officer as he was removed from the police car. Suspects say that Bickford yelled things such as "white power" and made threats towards police prior to the assault. The woman was sitting with her 9-year-old daughter at the cafe when Bickford attacked her. He is currently in Monroe County Jail. A former administrative coordinator for the Monroe County Correctional Center is charged with fraud and embezzlement. Karen S. Bridges allegedly embezzled $264,000. She could be sentenced to up to 20 years in prison. Bridges served as administrative coordinator from 1996 until June of this year.
Last week, IU suspended the ATO charter on campus from an explicit sex scandal, but other fraternity houses are taking a stance against sexual assault. Red banners hang over the entrances to different frats in honor of the student group Men Against Rape and Sexual Assault, or MARS. The group aims to raise awareness about sexual violence and misconduct on campus. This comes just 1 week after a leaked video showed members of the Alpha Tau Omega chapter performing sexual acts on a stripper. The IU auditorium played host to a different sort of performance last week. In fact, it wasn't a performance at all. Hoosier News Source's Sophia Grimsgaard was at the event and heard the U.S. Secretary of State's praise for the new Global and International Studies building. Take a look.
Last Thursday, Secretary of State John Kerry came to Indiana University to address the new School of Global and International Studies. The new school, which opened this year, is now one of the largest university investments in global and international studies in the nation. John Kerry is the first Secretary of State to step foot on the university's campus in over 20 years. In his speech, Kerry stressed the importance of taking action and reached out to students and encouraged future leaders.
I hope that you will leave here inspired and driven by that goal of bringing people together, but on a broader canvas.
Kerry's speech inspired students.
I think it was very important. It's going to inspire a lot of people, because even me not being in the Global and International Studies School, being in SPIA, it's really great to be inspired. And I want to go out and do positive things in the community. And for him to just say the best way is not to just sit around and complain about it, but to go out and actually do something it's so inspiring, and I really think that'll help out the university as a whole.
Kerry's speech stressed why American leadership overseas is now one of the most vital issues in the country and touched on United States foreign policy. The school houses over 250 faculty members who study and teach on global issues in 70 different languages.
I think it's going to bring a lot of attention to the Global Studies building, which is new and beautiful, and I think having his kind of seal of approval and really appreciating it is going to bring a lot of great scholars and students to IU and hopefully help that program continue to grow.
With Hoosier News Source, I'm Sophia Grimsgaard.
Secretary Kerry is currently in Madrid speaking about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Coming up on Hoosier News Source, nearly naked runners get active for a good cause.
Plus everything else that homecoming brought to IU. Stay with us for more.
It's an honor to be here.
After suffering a season-ending injury in late March,
as you can see behind me,
Welcome back. Students kicked off homecoming nearly naked Wednesday night. HNS reporter Marley Goodman was at the fundraiser to see why students continue to participate.
Students and faculty gathered together Wednesday, October 14th for IU's 8th annual Nearly Naked Mile. Live music was playing while runners prepared for the race. The Nearly Naked Mile is one of many events in preparation for homecoming. IU senior Anissa Hatton has been involved with organizing the Nearly Naked Mile since her freshman year.
It's a benefit for the United Way and kind of the Salvation Army. They're like partner organizations. And basically we collect clothing donations and also monetary donations for the organization. So every person that participates in the Nearly Naked Mile either has to donate 2 articles of clothing or $10 to participate, and that all goes to United Way and Salvation Army.
Sophomore Beth Hamrick said although it was her first year running the mile, she will probably do it every year from here on out.
I like being involved with my friends and seeing how many people come together for one cause. Plus it's nice to see campus even though it's really cold out.
Behind me you can see students start to line up to participate in the 8th annual Nearly Naked Mile. The race starts right here in Dunn Meadow and continues through Bloomington campus, finishing over up at the sample gates. Students can either donate 2 articles of clothing or $10 to participate in the run. Money and clothing go towards a local Bloomington charity.
This year marked the 8th annual race during homecoming weekend. Students are already preparing for next year's mile.
Well, Kirkwood Avenue bled cream and crimson over the weekend. The IU Alumni Association put on this year's homecoming parade. The street filled with families, students, and, yes, alums. Different student associations, along with the IU cheer team, walked the streets throwing candy and getting the crowd pumped up. Homecoming week came to an end when IU lost to Rutgers in the final moments of Saturday's football game. Well, that's all we have for you this week on Hoosier News Source. Be sure to check our live stream broadcast on IU Dance Marathon on Halloween weekend. But for now, get all your campus and local news at our website, iustv.com.
You can also like us on Facebook at iustvnews.com and follow us on Twitter at Hoosier NW Source. From all of us here at IUS TV, thanks for watching and have a great week.